Hello and welcome to the Oasis. Today we are going to talk about 5 calming herbs for cats. Having a scared and anxious kitty can be extremely distressing on any kitty cat parent. If you are anything like me, you are doing all the research you can to help your furry bundle of joy. As a cat parent myself, it is important for me to help my cats as naturally as possible in order to limit their little bodies from any chemicals or side effects. Here we'll be discussing 5 wonderful calming cat herbs that will help your little scaredy cat gently and naturally. You are going to learn all about these herbs and will feel more confident and in control of the circumstances of what is going on with Kitty. This video is all about these 5 calming cat herbs that every cat parent should know about. I have found that cats respond beautifully to herbal remedies, especially for calming. They are ideal because they are mild and will not knock your cat out or make them feel hungover like tranquilizing medications. As a side note, our animals are energy sponges. Whatever you're dealing with, they are dealing with. This is a good time to look inward and see how you have been feeling. Remember, when you are calm and relaxed, it will inspire your cat to be as well. Therefore, it is not a bad idea to take the same herbs as you are planning to give your cat. As a cat owner, I am sure you have heard of this plant. Most cats love this herb, and even though it may excite them initially, there is a calm that progresses. Keep in mind that for some cats, approximately 20% of them, catnip does not do anything for them. But don't get your whiskers in a bunch. We have a wonderful alternative below. Catnip is a great herb for anxious cats with nervous stomachs, especially if vomiting is caused by stressful events. This is a good choice. Before a car ride, a trip to the veterinarian, or even another kind of stressful event, give 15 to 20 minutes before. If you can sprinkle some on their towel or blanket, be sure to rub the catnip between your fingers as you sprinkle it to release the aroma for Kitty. If you can repeat this every 2 to 3 hours before the stressful event, that would be great. However, limit this dosage to stressful times only. Cats become desensitized to catnip if given too frequently. It is a good idea to give your cat another sprinkle after the stressful event. As for tinctures, 6 to 10 drops can be given for every 10 pounds of an animal's weight. Again, administered about 20 minutes prior to the stressful event. For prolonged periods of stress, such as traveling, add 12 drops per 8 ounces of their drinking water. Alternatively, you can drop a couple of fresh leaves in their water bowl. However, I would suggest that you still have plain water set aside for them. You can give your cat some catnip a couple of times a week as a treat, or when he or she seems more anxious, such as when there is a visitor, fireworks, night cries, or just before you leave for the day. Separation anxiety, as an example. Catnip tea or tinctures are other ways to give Kitty this marvelous herb. Just as a caution, catnip is safe if used sparingly with pregnant cats. Now, I haven't forgotten about you kitties who are opposed to catnip. Valerian is considered to be the other catnip. Though very effective, this herb has a very strong smell that most people are not fans of. However, this powerful herb makes it worth it. Take it from someone who uses it personally, me. It is known to decrease tension, hysteria, anxiety, and overexcitement. You can sprinkle a tiny bit of the herb in Kitty's food or sprinkle some on their blanket. As a glycerin-based tincture, 1 to 3 drops can be administered to cats 2 or 3 times a day over a period of several days prior to the high anxiety event. Valerian overall works well in small doses several times a day over a period of several days. Caution: there is a small percentage of animals and humans that have the opposite effect of valerian acting as a stimulant rather than a sedative. It can cause upset stomach in large doses. It is not recommended for pregnant cats, but other than that, this herb is safe. This herb has a sedative effect that helps with sleep and a nervous belly. Chamomile is a good go-to herb everyone thinks of to soothe that is great for all anxiety-related problems. It is considered to be one of the tastiest calming herbs, making it a good first try remedy. So any event that will cause Kitty to have a nervous belly due to stress, chamomile is your go-to herb. You can try making chamomile tea, which they might like, or sprinkle the herb in their food. Tinctures are also available, but be sure that all tinctures are alcohol-free. It can be given in small doses of 0.25 to 0.5 milliliters per 20 pounds of weight, 2 times per day, or as needed to calm them. Tinctures can be given directly into the mouth, in their water or food. You can also diffuse a pure chamomile essential oil for them to inhale. Just as a caution, chamomile is one of the safest herbs on this planet, but there are some humans and animals that are allergic, so be sure to check for sensitivity before giving this herb. Limit use of this herb for pregnant cats. It can inhibit fetus growth in some animals. For cats that need help with howling, crying, and pacing, lavender sedative effects are very powerful for these types of concerns. If you are using an essential oil, it is extremely important that you use a pure form of lavender essential oil without anything synthetic in them. You only need a drop here and there, so a little goes a long way. You can place a few drops in a diffuser, allow them to take a sniff with the lid on, put some drops in a spray bottle with a bit of vodka to spray in the room or the car before their car ride, or a drop on a cotton ball can work as well. You can also use a dried herb to make them some tea or add it to their food, but only from time to time. Too much ingested lavender can be hard on the liver and kidneys. Oat is a very powerful herb. It is not only great for supporting, it even strengthens the nervous system overall. It's great for debilitating and aging kitties, which also helps with mental lethargy. You can grow or get an oatgrass plant for them to munch on. You can get them to graze or snip some off and add it to their food. Organic oat straw tea is also another option to add to your cat's food. Dried oat straw brews nicely into a tea which can be poured over your cat's food. Infuse a teaspoon of oat straw in 8 ounces of hot water. Feed 1 ounce of cooled tea daily for cats. There are also glycerin tinctures available that you can go for as an alternative. 1/4 to a half a teaspoon for every 20 pounds of weight. If your cat loves baths, you can boil some oats and add it to their bath water to create a very calming experience. Oat also comes in capsule form or tincture as well that you can add to their food. As a caution, too much oat straw can cause vomiting or overexcitement. If this occurs, reduce the dosage you're giving your cat. These are the 5 calming cat herbs that will be life-changing for you and your cat baby. Nature is filled with natural alternatives for your bundle of fur. No chemicals, no side effects. These herbs are gentle yet effective. Remember to only purchase your herbs and oils from a high-quality company to ensure you get potent, powerful, and safe herbs and essential oils. I will add my recommendations below. Thank you for taking the time to be here today for the well-being of your animal. If you're experiencing stress with your animal and or yourself, feel free to book a consultation. I've provided the link below. It is important to have a session with a holistic practitioner before starting any herbal program.